Hi guys, today I want to clean the inside of my sail track, my main sail track on the up and down the mast. Two reasons brought me to having or wanting to do that is I bought a brand new mainsail, and unfortunately I bought it from the original manufacturer of the boat. So I figured I didn't have to go through all the things, but they ended up putting by mistake the wrong sail slides. So every time I want to hoist or douse the mainsail, it gets jammed up on me along the mast. So I've got to hoist, pull on the halyard and then bring it down and do one of that. It's not so bad when it's a light breeze. When it's a hard breeze, it can give you pretty problematic. Anyways, so, but in the meantime, until they sell me, and they're going to send me a whole new sail slides and a sewing kit and the whole 9 yards, I'm not going to ship the sail back to them. It's just, they're in the US, I'm in Canada. I would lose 2-3 months before I get it back. I don't want to lose that season. So they've agreed to just send me a whole kit of sail slides along with webbing and the sewing kit. So I'll go through that when I receive it, when I'm going to change the sail slides, so to show you guys how we remove a broken or damaged or a wrong sail slide in my case, and how to sew back in a brand new sail slide. So we'll do that. I'll do another video. So right now, in order to maximize my mainsail being able to go up and down and douse as much as possible, what I'm going to do, I want to clean the track to start with. Once I clean the track, then I'm going to douse the whole track with some dry lubricant to make sure as much as possible those slides can go up and down as easy as possible. It won't be perfect, but anyways. However, I wanted to show you my trick to cleaning the track up and down. Very, very simple. So all I needed is about 6 or 7 or 8 of these tie wraps. I need 2 sail slides. I went to the dollar store and I got myself some scouring pads, the green scouring pads. And yeah, so that's all I'm going to need. So what I'm going to be doing actually is using this sail slide on the top, this one on the bottom, and in between will be the scouring pad, which I will cut to the same width as the sail slide. So and then the tie wraps is because my halyard clip won't fit in the sail slide, of course. So I'm going to put 2 tie wraps to hook onto the halyard. 2 tie wraps will go on the bottom sail slide to put the mouse line. The mouse line is what you use, so as you're hoisting up, you can actually hoist it back down again, so you don't lose the halyard. And in between that, I'll be putting about the width of the scouring pad, one width. I'll be cutting that in a second, I'll show you. And then in between both of those, right here, for example, I'll be putting tie wraps as well between there and there. So again, 2. In case that one of these breaks, the other one will hold on. So the idea is to go up and down, sort of like floss along the main track. So let me just change my camera angle, and then we'll be able to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is the scouring pad. Now, the scouring pad, just so you know, when you buy it, it has a lot of dust in it and all that. And I don't want to add dust or filaments to my mess, so I did spend the time rinsing it. But once I have it all cut up, I will rinse it again with fresh water before I actually use it. But for now, I'm just going to measure the width of the sail slides here. So there you go. I'm just going to cut that. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. It doesn't have to be exact, but there you go. There you go. And there you go. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm going to get rid of this, put that over there. Perfect. So now I'm going to, so this is the width. So as you can see, this is going to go in the track. I'm going to put this in, follow in the track, and then this one as well. So now I'm going to make sure that I keep my distance. There you go. Because I want, as I'm going up, let's say this is the up portion, the halyard will pull over here. It'll pull on the tie wrap to pull this one. So I don't want to squish that in the sail track. I really want to have some space here. So the tie wraps will allow me to do that. So let me just put it through here. I'll put this over here. There you go. Okay. I should have put that one on the other side. Okay, I'm just going to cut that. I'm just going to cut that one off and start over. There you go. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay. As you know, we all live and learn. So what I wanted to do there, my mistake was I wanted to have one of these lock blocks on each side and not one lock block on both sides, right? So if I start over here like that and I start over here like that, I will get what I'm looking for to do. There you go. Whoop. Like that. I'm not going to make it too tight yet. There you go. So there you go. So that's about the distance. You see how I'm leaving some leeway? I can make it a little bit tighter. There you go. Okay, and I'm going to put now another row, another tie wrap a lot looser, and then I'll be putting tie wraps under there. So now I'm going to cut these ends over here. There you go. Okay. Now, like I said, this will be for the halyard. And like I said, I'm going to be putting 2. There you go. Like that. Okay. So they're about even. They don't have to be that even. One will do the job, and then the other one will be the backup or the safety belt, if you will. By the way, I got these packs of tie wraps at the dollar store as well, by the way. There you go. And there you go. Okay, so there's going to be 1. There you go. And my second one. There you go. Cut those. There you go. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's this fly in the boat that's just driving me nuts here. So there's what it's going to look like on the inside the sail track. So as the halyard pulls up, it will drag that scouring pad along the track, and I can do this motion as I'm going up and down to get as much dirt out of the sail track. When I'm going to be done, I'm actually going to take this piece. I'm going to spray it with the dry eraser, and then so that I can go up and down. And then so now what I got to do is I got to go to the mast and open up the sail, the sail slide lock, and remove all the mainsail slides out of the mast to start with, and then I'll be able to install this, and I'll show you guys that. I just wanted to show you guys the finishing piece. So there you go. So I've got 2 tie wraps on the halyard and the mouse line, 2 tie wraps in the center. Because it was getting confusing here, I added another tie wrap just to hold these 2 together. And then I have my, there's my spacer right there. So I'll be able to, basically using a flossing action up and down the mast continuously. So I wanted to show you what that looked like, when this was complete. And guess what? I could probably keep this. I'm not going to throw it out. I'll put it somewhere, and maybe I'll remember where I put it next time I need to clean the mast rail. So I've got my setup all done here. So as you can see, there's my halyard attached to the 2 tie wraps here. There's my primary slide. Inside here, you'll see there's the 3M scouring pad, my double tie wraps to hold in between. I have my secondary slide, and then my bowline. This is my retrieval, or mouse line as we call it, but this is going to be my retrieval. So basically, I'll be able now to just go up the mast this way. There you go, as the scouring pad is going. And then when I want to come down, I just have to pull this down. There you go. And I'll be able to floss, do a flossing action up and down all the way. And when I'm going to be done, as a last pass, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to bring it down to where it comes out of the sail track. I'm going to take my scouring pad and I'm going to spray it. Hold on here, let me just show you. There you go. I'll be spraying it with the WD dry lube, completely, spray the hell out of it, and then go up the mast a few times up and down. Probably do this and then spray it again. Just to do that 2-3 times to promote as much slipperiness inside the track as possible. Once I'm done, I'm actually going to go ahead and put my slides back in, and I'll be able to hopefully get as much slide as possible. At the beginning of the video, I was telling you about the slides that my sailmaker put on by mistake. They should have all been this way. But they ended up everywhere on the top board, as well as where the battens are. I got 4 full. They put these ones on instead.
So the problem with these is, first of all, they're too wide. This shouldn't be playing this way. And this here, well, actually, this is too wide, and this here is too tight for inside my track here. So this was giving me a problem. It was binding to hoist, so I had to hoist it with a winch, which is not normal. And when I wanted to douse, it would never come down. I had to play with my halyard up and down. So not so bad when you have light wind or no wind, but in a gust, this is very problematic. So they're sending me a kit of these slides here, along with a whole sewing kit, new webbing, and I'll be replacing all of those. I'll make a video of how to remove these and sew in the new ones. It's not hard, but there's a technique to it, and I'll talk about that in my next video. So there it is, guys. This is how you clean your track up and down very easily. I'm going to, of course, keep this contraption here that I made. Why not? And then maybe once a year in the spring or in the fall, or actually both, I'll be able to do that as well. So of course, it's easier if the mast is down, but I got so much tough tied around the mast when she's down for the winter that it would make it more harder to do. So I hope this video helps, guys, and gives you some good ideas. All right, so now that I've done the cleaning of the track and sprayed using that Scotch-Brite, sprayed the hell out of it with the WD dry lubricate, I was able to raise the sail by hand, whereas with those too large for this sail slides, like I was saying earlier, I had to use the winch after about halfway up. I was able to easily raise it all the way up. So it's a light wind today, however, which is why I chose today to do this. So later on, when I'm done sailing, I'm going to douse it, and hopefully it'll do the same thing as when I hoisted it. They'll all come sliding down with no binding on those white slides. So anyways, very pleased that I was able to do that. But certainly looking forward to replacing those white too large slides where the battens are. So that's it, guys. Hey, it was an easy way to clean your track on your mast. It's something that you should do. And the WD dry erase is much more affordable than, say, Silk Coat or some of the other made for sailing or boating or marine dry lubricate that can cost up to $60 a can. So, at $19, I think is what I paid Canadian, by the way, for WD dry erase. I'm very pleased with it. It doesn't leave any stains anywhere. So I was a little concerned over staining the mainsail, but no, it didn't stain at all. So that's it. I hope this video was helpful. And listen, guys, if you did think it was helpful, please give it a like, and if you can, subscribe to my channel. That'd be great. That way, every time I have some videos, I try to make them as short but very informative as possible. So, but if they're a little longer, it's because I felt there's more information that I really want to share with you guys. So hopefully you'll like it, subscribe, and thanks again for watching.